In today's video, I would like to start a conversation about our own beliefs. We might not be aware of them at the moment, but there are the inner assumptions that we all hold within us that shape our behaviors. Limiting beliefs and empowering beliefs as well are part of everyone's concept of self and can influence our behaviors and emotions and interactions with others. So in this video, we will explore why they matter, how they actually start, and how to figure out what these beliefs we hold about ourselves are, and how to overcome those we find redundant in our lives. But before we dive in, hello, I am Marta, and on this channel, we talk about the art of emotional regulation, meditation, mental discipline, self-love, and self-observation. All that is essential for full self-acceptance and for navigating our emotional lives with greater ease, enabling us to live to our fullest potential. I also write a blog for women where I discuss these topics in depth, and I offer some free resources like a PDF on 30 days to emotional control and a breakup recovery helper. I also offer customized affirmation tapes for sleep, and on this channel you can also find a library of meditations that are free for you to explore. So the links to all that I just mentioned are in the description below, and let's go back to this video. Beliefs about yourself, or also referred to as self-beliefs or self-concepts, are the ideas and perceptions that we hold about our abilities, traits, values, and our identity. These beliefs shape how we view ourselves, and they influence our behavior and interaction with others, and also how we feel and our emotions. They play a crucial role in the sense of self and psychological well-being, and also, more importantly, they shape our decisions and what we think that we can and cannot do. So why does it even matter what beliefs we hold about ourselves? It's important because they define our limitations, because we project this self-perceived value to the world, and that includes confidence as well as our insecurities. Let's say that you would like to get a new job, but due to your past experiences and memories of maybe getting the job the last time, they shaped the belief that you don't deserve something better and that you're not good enough. So because of these beliefs, you might not even start searching for a job in the first place and settle for what you have right now. We are often our own harshest critics, and these beliefs are often our unnecessary brakes. Fear creates limitations, and these limitations create our beliefs about ourselves. Our beliefs are the assumptions about ourselves and the world around us. These are the assumptions that act as blueprint for your personal reality. Basically, people who are really stubborn about achieving something, they have this assumption that what they want is there already or will be sooner or later, that having it is just a matter of when and not if. These people get rid of limiting beliefs as they come, or just still combat them because it's all process. They persist in what they want, and the rest is just simply noise. What others say is noise, and when others project their limitations onto us, is also noise. Challenges and obstacles they see are noise, and just really a test. And most of all, they believe in themselves, and nothing from the outside can shake them. And this is exactly what I would like you to develop for yourself as well. Now, sometimes we can have a worse day, of course, but bad days don't define you. Your emotions and thoughts also don't define you. Only your beliefs, your assumptions and convictions, and of course actions that come with it, do define you. If you're human, chances are that you have some limiting beliefs. Maybe they were not there always, or maybe you're just not aware of them as of now. But they were shaped in the early years through our experiences, interactions, with parents and peers, the comparisons with others, some cultural influences, and feedback we received from others. Sometimes they also don't surface until a certain age, when we, for example, become a little bit more cautious, more fearful, and a bit more anxious. Experiencing failures and receiving too much negative feedback can create this self-inhibiting mechanism within us. And if you tried certain things and failed without excessive criticism in the past, or even got encouraged to try again, that it's okay to fail, you will not fear to try again and try new things, and you will understand that failure is a valuable part of the learning process, or the success feedback mechanism as described in the book Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. But if you've been criticized and received excessive negative feedback in your life in the past, you might have learned that it's better not to try something than to fail again, because it creates great pain within, because that's what we remember from the past, that this feedback created really negative emotions within us. So this creates this self-inhibition that you don't even try anymore in fear of failure. A great quote to portray this is by Henry Ward Beecher, and he says, "I don't like these cold, precise, perfect people who, in order not to speak wrong, never speak at all, and in order not to do anything wrong, never do anything." The cure for self-inhibition is a total 180. It can be helpful to temporarily embrace the opposite behavior in an exaggerated way. So, for example, if you struggle with shyness, try being excessively outgoing for a while. It's not going to be easy, but the only way to get rid of something that is already excessive is to do the opposite, and also this exaggerated way. By pushing yourself to this extreme, you can gradually reduce your fears and find a more balanced, confident version of yourself. When we get to the journaling prompts later in this video, you may discover, as I did, that some of these beliefs that I've been holding my whole life, if not actually all of them, aren't even mine to begin with. We absorb everything like sponges from our parents and our families and peers and the culture we live in, and it shapes us. Sometimes they sit very deep that we don't even know that we have them, but we can get rid of them with a little bit of self-awareness. So as the first exercise, I would like you to write 5 positive and 5 negative traits that you think you have. Grab a piece of paper and divide it in half vertically so that you have then 2 columns. Write your list in that first column, those 10 items, and leave the second one blank for now. The first things that come to your mind are the best, so don't overthink it. The first ideas come directly from within, your intuition, your divine voice within, so just listen to that, and you can pause now to complete your list of 5 positive and 5 negative traits that you believe you have. Now, when you already have this list, turn now to the second column and write down the flip side of what limitations these beliefs can cause, can impose on you. So, because each strength has a weakness, right? So, for example, if in the first column you've written that you are independent, then the other side of this coin may be that it's difficult for you to leave your cozy shell and get out there to meet people. Or, for example, if you've written that you are a giver, then perhaps it's a challenge for you to receive from others. And sometimes you might feel taken for granted because of that when you give and give constantly. So pause now and complete the second column as well. And as the second exercise, in the description to this video, you can find the prompts to journal in your free time. These questions will go deep, and they are there to trigger your emotions and responses that you have within. Something that will prompt you with reflections. So give yourself time to go over these questions. Take some time with these. Make sure that you're not disturbed for a while, and be authentic and honest and write freely. Go deep. It will really help you in the long run. I personally did something like this as well, and this resulted in some deep uprooting of certain beliefs that I have. And I even realized that they are really not mine. So don't be scared if you start feeling sad or angry. These are normal reactions. You are allowed to become angry, especially if what defines you doesn't even belong to you, but was carried with you and transferred from someone else, for example, from your parents. You can then shift this energy of anger into some kind of self-love rampage. Because anger is just energy. So you can use this energy to redirect it into something good. So you can go to the mirror. That's exactly what I did, okay? I went to the mirror and I was just screaming these good things into my face. I was telling myself that I am enough, that I am loved, and that I always get what I want if I look back, because that's one of those prompts, right? You can try to find the confirmations of these limiting beliefs in your past, but I couldn't find any because I always get what I want. So where does this fear come from? So I got really angry from that. And that was really good because I could redirect this energy, just fuel my self-love, acceptance, and what goes with it, which is a healthy motivation for change with this energy. So I suggest you to also do the same. It's really helpful. To get rid of these limiting beliefs, first thing to do is to observe yourself during the day. Check in with yourself regularly, maybe every hour at first. You can set some reminders for yourself just to observe what types of thoughts occur, especially if you're facing, for example, some decision or crossroads. Self-awareness is where we should always start to create the habit of observing without judgment. We cannot fix something that we are not aware of. And it's also much more difficult to find this kind of invisible enemy. So self-awareness and self-observation, always step one. And when you check with yourself and feel something potentially negative, just surrender to it completely and release it. I have a video where I describe this process. The video is called "You Are Not Too Emotional." I will also link it in the description below. You can challenge your thoughts. Not every single thought needs to be analyzed and taken seriously, okay? Treat them as some signals as to which state of consciousness you're dwelling in. Thoughts come with the state, so don't try to combat the thoughts. Try to change your state, and with that you will also change your thoughts. On average, person has around like 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day, so don't try to tackle them all. Next time you feel some doubt or fear, try to just challenge it if it comes back. If you think something like, what if it doesn't happen for me? What if we break up? What if I don't get that job? Ask yourself, what if it turns out even better than I anticipated? And try to see the lovely part of it. Instead of seeing something fearful, decide to see lovely things instead. Challenge your mind a little with the opposing positive thought. If they keep persisting and create the feelings, then process them as I described in the video that I mentioned before, that is in the description below. You can change your state by reminding yourself about your desired goals and outcomes, or by imagining best case scenarios, assuming the best, and just adopting the feeling of what these end goals will give you. Because that's what it is. When we want something, we don't want this thing per se, we want the feeling of it. So give this feeling to yourself at any moment by going into your imagination. When you process your emotions properly, they will come back and resurface once in a while again, until you give them a little bit of attention, let go of them, and then they will run out and not come back anymore. Because you gave them all they wanted, which was your attention and your love. So persist in acknowledging them and exercising the letting go part, which is very important. After that, you can raise your vibration by pleasing yourself. Ask yourself, what can I do to make myself feel better now? And then just do it. Even if it's something small, like a walk, a nap, or just a coffee to go. Do it every day until you feel better and dwell in a good state again. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that this video helps you. See if these other videos in here will interest you next. You are brave. You are loved. Be kind to yourself. Bye now.